Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got the official Madden 25 franchise and presentation deep dive. Yeah, I know how, you know what I'm saying, how much I love franchise. That's really pretty much the only mode I play consistently whenever a Madden game comes out. You know what I'm saying? We do dabble in online a little bit, but mostly franchise is what I play the most. So this is a very important video for me. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Hi everyone, Mike Tirico here for EA Sports.
Mike Tirico.
To share with you some of Madden 25's new.
So Mike Tirico gonna be a commentator in the game?
Presentation updates. Today we'll run through details about a redesigned.
Hold up.
Experience.
Okay, so I know about the drafts. This is definitely new too. I think. Yeah. This looks pretty good.
Experience. Player personality management and dynamic storyline.
Oh shit! Bro, look at Puka's model. I don't think Puka had his model in the game last year. Oh my gosh, that looks cold. That looks cold.
Personality management and dynamic storylines. Team
nah, they did the thing with that.
To franchise mode and a number of refreshed presentation elements, including our brand new broadcast teams.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. This is new too. I like the touchdown shit. Oh yeah. This I liked. I love this, bro. I love this.
Brand new broadcast teams.
Let's fucking go, bro.
NFL draft experience in Madden 25 allows you to truly feel like you're immersed in one of the most important moments in any. Bro,
this is so cold. And you're gonna see in the war rooms too. Oh yeah, bro. Like, bro, franchise is gonna be so much more fun this year. I already had fun playing franchise, but franchise always really miss something. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because of the how you know what I'm saying, how bland the draft is every year. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to see them walk across the stage. You don't really get to see them participate in the combine and shit. All you got to do is, you know what I'm saying, scout them and shit like that. This is so much better, bro.
Draft environment.
Oh my gosh.
Goodell on stage.
Yo.
The experience also includes a new draft prospect board that updates in real time.
Ooh. This looks cold.
Breeze to navigate.
Okay.
Searching for the fastest wide receiver available? Well, now it's simple. You can sort players, see their projections, and make certain you're choosing the right one for your roster.
Okay.
You'll also receive more in-depth analysis both during and after the draft, as well as a draft guide that lets you know how you did. In Madden 25, new player personality management and dynamic storylines in franchise mode are critical to your success. As you shape your team, you'll face situations that real coaches do, like dealing with trade rumors, guiding off-season workouts.
Oh shit.
And defining your team's culture. Now, you have to consider your players' actions, wants, and needs. Having to make promises that players expect you to keep, which can be consequential.
Clap it up for Madden, bro. This really does have the potential to be the best Madden game so far, bro. You know, with EA, you know what I'm saying, bringing out College Football 25, I feel like this is definitely gonna make Madden way better. They're really taking bits and pieces from College Football 25 and putting it in Madden. Like, but we know how good College Football 25 has been so far. Now that College Football 25 is not a perfect game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but you know, it is still better than any Madden game in the last, you know what I'm saying, couple years or so. But this right here, I like this. I'm loving what I'm hearing.
Everything you do in franchise mode crafts personalized stories and narratives.
Is this supposed to be Jahan Dotson? What the fuck?
For seasons.
Why didn't they give him his own face scan?
NFL story the way you intend. Team Builder is brand new in Madden 25.
So they bought that from College Football 25 too.
Powerhouse from the ground up. Your entire roster and team is completely in your hands.
Oh
you
shit.
can even share your team online or download from the community's top designs.
Ooh.
Then import them into franchise mode and take the league by storm.
Okay.
Other updates to franchise include over 1,400 more team and rookie records this year, like the rookie passing yards record and the all-time rushing record for your franchise.
Let's fucking go, bro. Like, cause I feel like it was a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of records that they missed
like
putting in
passing
from last
yards
year.
record, and the all-time rushing record for your franchise.
Let's go.
NFL records for single games and single season records.
I'm glad they updated this.
Franchise Central, a new home base, simplifies league creation and navigation.
Okay.
And the new personal message delivery system, which brings you messages from members of your organization.
Tight shit.
Other updates this year include female create-a-coach models.
Oh shit!
Organization. Other updates this year include female create-a-coach models. Improved draft selection and free agency logic. Revamped progression.
Look at my boy Romo Dunze, bro.
Stars faster.
Yes, sir.
And brand new storyline environments.
Okay.
The team meeting room and practice sidelines.
Now this is cold. I love that they added this, bro.
And brand new storyline environments. Like
A more like it brings a more feel to the game.
Franchise mode in Madden 25 looks, feels, and sounds different.
Okay.
Experience new turnover celebrations and overhauled Super Bowl presentations that includes Hall of Fame.
Oh shit! Is that Randy Moss? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my fucking gosh, bro. There's so much going on right now.
Overhauled Super Bowl
Bro, you got the Gatorade dunk. Oh shit!
Hall of Famer Randy Moss and the Commissioner Roger Goodell. In Madden 25, new broadcast teams featuring Kate Scott, Brock Heward, Greg Olson, and yours truly. We'll be joining Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis in
I don't want Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on my fucking screen ever again.
Day analysis.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings scoring a big play pass.
Nah, bro. That shit did not even sound right, bro.
And game day analysis.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings scoring a big play pass.
It sounds like she tried too hard.
In Madden 25, over 1,000 new on-field sound effects make big hits and more heard just as much as they're felt.
Okay.
And improved crowd audio is sourced from NFL films.
Oh shit, what the
Chants
fuck?
and reactions that are captivating, contextual, and authentic.
I like this, bro. Cause bro, when you get like a big time interception, bro, you should be able to, you know what I'm saying, turn on with your team, your defense in the end zone or some shit. Like they do in real life. Yo, hey.
Order the MVP bundle today.
Based off of this, bro, I think Madden might be actually good this year, bro. You know, but we know how EA does this every year where they show us all the new shit and then the game ends up coming out and it's all buggy and shit. So not gonna get too hyped, but I like what I'm seeing here. Now we do have, you know what I'm saying, another video with Eric Rayweather. So let's go ahead and check this out. It's more of a deep dive.
The Madden 25
Let's see what he's talking about.
Deep dive is here, so we're going to break it down. They also included the presentation information in this deep dive as well, so we kind of got a 2-for-1. And it looks like a lot of important changes this year, especially on the presentation side, which has been much needed in the game. Now, if you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any of the other Madden 25 deep dives or gameplay videos that's going to be dropping soon, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss those videos when they drop. I'd like to get to 600k subs before the release of this game, so if everybody watching just subscribe and we can hit that number.
Subscribe to his channel, bro.
Almost there. So just like every other deep dive that they have put out lately, they put a trailer on their YouTube channel, but they also put a blog on their website that goes much more in detail, and that's what I'm going to break down in this video while the trailer plays on screen. Okay. Now, at the beginning of this deep dive, it says, "Hey everybody, I'm Josh Lumen, the lead designer of Franchise Mode. I'm thrilled to be here to talk to you about Madden NFL 25. And he said his journey began working on Franchise Mode in Madden 04, and then he was the lead designer of NFL Head Coach 09. And this is important before we get into the details, because those who know Josh Lumen, they know the games that he worked on. Again, Madden 04, Franchise Mode was amazing back then. Head Coach had so much depth. He's now back and leading Franchise. And when I was down at EA a couple months ago and he was doing his presentation, everybody there immediately knew, even the people that were newer and weren't familiar with him, they knew he was the right guy. The way he talked about Franchise Mode, he kept saying things like it didn't have enough life, it didn't feel real, it didn't feel like decisions mattered. And And that's really what's been missing from the mode. So having him back in charge of this mode is going to be a great thing for the franchise community. Now let's break down what he said going into this deep dive. He said, this year they're focusing on 3 main pillars for franchise: immersion, customization, and depth/core improvements. And right there, those first 2 words, immersion and customization, that's the 2 things that franchise mode has been lacking. It's been putting back a lot of these features like mini camp, like assistant coaches, it's added skill trees, it's redone the scouting, it's added more trade slots, but the immersion and the customization are still lacking, and that's very important. And this year, they're going hard to try to get that back to where it needs to be. So let's start with the immersion aspect of things. It says manage personality,
and this is one thing I like too.
Very important. Year,
when they break a record in game and they mention that shit, like they didn't do that at all last year or like the last few years of Madden. So I like that they added that, and then the team, you know what I'm saying, hyping them up, celebrating and shit. I like that, bro.
With the immersion aspect of things, it says manage personalities through dynamic storylines. In Madden 25, you'll craft your franchise story through over 70 new dynamic storylines. You'll feel like you're actually managing a team and not just looking at rows on a spreadsheet. Players remember your promises, and storylines can span entire seasons. You need to know your players' personalities to make the right choices. It says here, in one of our storylines, you'll have a player who shows up to training camp out of shape. How you react and the choices you make will have a different impact.
Oh shit, Eddie Lacy?
The Push the right buttons, you'll motivate him to play better than he normally would for the first 3 weeks of the season. Say the wrong thing and he'll start the year out of shape. It also says we'll reclaim as many situations from real life as we can, so you'll even be given the choice to sit your rookie quarterback for the entire year to develop him like Patrick Mahomes did. If you can commit to that and be patient, the reward he'll receive at the end of the first year will set him up for success moving forward. Now, in all of the storylines, your choices will have a big impact, especially when it depends on the personality types of your players. There aren't any dynamic storylines where your choice doesn't matter, and making the right decision could change the entire narrative of how your team performs on and off the field. These dynamic storylines occur in new environments like team meeting room, coach's office, press conferences, and practice sidelines. These storylines will be at the forefront during intense contract extension negotiations and trade demands. You'll influence offseason workouts and help.
So your players can demand trades now too. I like that.
Through slumps or
I ain't gonna lie.
Seasons. Now, a key point there is trade demands.
Cause that's how it is in real life.
Demand trades again, which is pretty cool. That's the type of stuff we need in the mode.
Facts.
Moving on here to breakout storylines.
I'm finna go crazy in franchise this year.
Have been completely revamped for more variety, freedom, and risk-reward dynamics. Players can experience multiple paths and outcomes that are positive or negative, lasting from 1 week to several. One path involves consulting with offensive and defensive coordinators to set weekly goals for breakout players, with a chance for a double or nothing opportunity to extend the storyline. Another allows choosing the difficulty of goals, with harder challenges offering greater rewards like multiple development slots, XP boosts, or permanent attribute upgrades. Instant development upgrades are possible following strong performances, with the chance for further progression. Players can also choose a passive or aggressive approach after strong performances, balancing the risk and reward. A long-term variant inspired by players like Isaiah Pacheco and Puka Nacua allows sustained success to turn normal or star players into X factors. These revamped storylines aim to add significant immersion and variation to the mode. Now, one thing I really like there is how you can have a super breakout player really early in their career. Puka Nacua last year is the perfect example of this. You know, halfway through the season, he was going so crazy, it was quite clear that he was already one of the better receivers in the NFL. It just was what it was. And now that can happen in the game. If you have a guy like that, he can upgrade to X Factor much faster.
Oh, shit. Okay. I like this, bro. Oh, snap. So like on some Randy Moss type shit.
On here it says experience the new NFL draft. Now this is definitely one of the more notable changes for the mode. It's one of the areas that needed a big facelift, and it finally got it. It says your authentic draft experience starts when Roger Goodell takes the stage.
I can't wait to see what superstar mode is gonna look like. I wonder if it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, have some new shit as well.
The environment is dynamic, with the draft board updating.
Yo, franchise is looking great right now.
You'll witness the iconic moment of your draft pick walking across stage, holding up their new jersey, or receiving the life-changing call from home. There's also a brand new prospect board that makes drafting players easier and more intuitive than ever before, while draft grades give you immediate feedback on your pick. So that's cool. You get immediate draft grades. Love that. It says this level of authenticity is something we're incredibly excited to bring you, and that authenticity doesn't end on draft night. It also extends beyond the draft and onto the gridiron. We've made significant changes to how gear and equipment are assigned to draft prospects, meaning you'll notice the superstars of tomorrow and all of the new gear and updated equipment and looking more authentic than ever. That has been one of the biggest complaints lately in franchise mode, is that the generic rookies that would get drafted, they would usually, I think, all be wearing kind of the same stuff, and it would be very old, outdated gear, and it just would not look like current NFL players. They're wearing these old helmets. They don't even have gloves on, I think, a lot of the times. It just doesn't look like what an NFL player looks like. So I'm glad that they updated that, because that has been a pain point for a lot of people. Moving on to the Prospect Hub, it says to reduce friction in the scouting and drafting process, we've completely redesigned the Prospect Hub in Madden 25. Previously, in order to see a prospect's athletic grades or physical measurables, you would have to go all the way into their player card. This year, we've brought all that information forward into a more familiar spreadsheet format, and you'll now be able to view and sort all prospects by their region, attributes, physical grades, as well as both combine and pro day data. Whether you're searching for a wide receiver that ran the fastest 40-yard dash or a cornerback that has the highest man coverage grade, you can do that quickly and efficiently. So now, finally, you can sort all of this stuff. I mean, this is just going to save so much time for a lot of people. Moving on here to Franchise Central, your new home base in franchise. Franchise Mode introduces Franchise Central, a new home base for all your key information. This updated league creation flow simplifies selecting league type and roster, while the team select screen now includes expanded rankings, top players, and roster details. A new personal message system offers smart suggestions from characters within your organization, including trade targets, free agent signings, and injury updates. The new top stories section delivers breaking news, visual stories, and instant reactions to your choices, focusing on season matchup, game recaps, and player performance narratives. Franchise Central provides easy access to standings and matchups with insights to your opponent's stats and top players. During bye weeks and after the season, it offers information on team rankings, needs, and draft prospects. Multi-user connected franchises allow others to see your choices and activity. So basically a whole new UI for franchise, a little bit easier of a streamline, and hopefully the stories thing is better, because it just feels like in the past that's not really been that great. Hopefully that is actually a little bit more immersive now. Moving on to customization. Yes, we have Team Builder. We got it in college football. It was announced for Madden. We can finally create real teams in Madden again. And honestly, this is going to be the best creation Madden has ever had, because Madden never had a team builder. They had Create a Team, but they never had a team builder like college did, where you can upload your own logos. So this is going to really be the best customization that a Madden game has ever had.
I don't know how the brought out voice crack was crazy. I don't know how crazy this gonna be, because I know some niggas is gonna take advantage of this shit and upload the craziest logos, bro.
It says in Madden 25,
oh my
design your own team from the ground up using a suite of customization tools available on the Team Builder website. You could create and upload your own logos, personalize your uniforms, home way and alternates, personalize your helmets, your stadium on-field logos, and you can even build your custom rosters as well. So you can make a completely fictional roster on the Team Builder website, which is going to be amazing for this game. It says you can import up to 32 Team Builder teams into a franchise, so you can literally create an entire new league. I know people are going to go crazy with that, and that's something we should have been had. Thankfully, we finally have it now. I'm not going to complain now that it's here, but man, it feels like we should have had this a long time ago. Yeah, but I'm glad we got it 100%. Now. And of course, you can also share your creations with others. You can download other people's teams, so that's going to be cool. And it says here that it is only available, of course, on the newer systems and PC. You do need an internet connection and an EA account to use this, though. Moving on here, it says take advantage of core depth improvements, starting with team and rookie records. Whether it's the history you're making or the history you're rewriting, it's a massive part of franchise. Madden 25 features over 1,400 new records to be broken within franchise mode. Previously, there were only records across the entire NFL for career, season, and game. Now, every NFL team will have their own specific game, season, and career records specific to them, and in addition, will also have rookie game and rookie season awards as well. Up next, we've got roster AI and progression. In Madden 25,
one thing I really hope they have that they haven't had, like, I don't think they ever had this. Like when you're you know what I'm saying, when your players are getting like the awards like the MVP and offensive player of the year and shit, I wish they had, you know what I'm saying, you know how they changed like the NFL draft and shit where they can walk across the stage. I wish they could, you know what I'm saying, do that with the MVP award and shit like that, but probably not going to happen for a while in Madden.
Contracts of young
but that would be
core
pretty
talent
nice.
And waiting for the offseason to decide on veterans and depth players. During the NFL draft, teams prioritize long-term roster improvements over immediate needs. Refined
nigga
player
sauce hitting
progression
the
ensures
squabble and
older
shit.
players regress physically while younger stars get more opportunities. You'll no longer see Derrick Henry get faster at 31 or 32 years old, and young players performing exceptionally like CJ Stroud are rewarded with ratings reflecting their impact. The simulation experience is retuned, affecting AI logic in free agency, the NFL draft, franchise tags, re-signings, and more. Create a Coach now includes female avatars,
This is
allowing
crazy.
for creation of female coaches in Madden for
Bro,
the first time.
I just
Coach
noticed
now
this
includes
shit. Why the fuck this look like Bill Cosby, nigga?
female avatars
What
allowing
the
for
fuck?
creation of female coaches in Madden for the first time. The Super Bowl celebration experience has been
Nah, this is
refreshed for more
crazy.
impactful feel on the
Randy
field as well.
Moss.
Now the main thing here is all of, you know, the free agency, the draft, the tags, all of the AI roster management. That's something they kind of say every year. It's one of those things I feel like, yes, you can always make better, you can always work on it, and it's definitely an area that Madden has for sure not perfected. So one of those things, you got to play the mode for a little while to see how good that is. You got to play some seasons into a franchise to kind of get a feel for how much better that is, because some years it is better, some years it's worse, and it still isn't really where we want it to be. So we really won't know how true that is until we put some time in on the game. Now let's move on to presentation, an area that Madden is lacking in probably more than anything else. Now we're starting off with 3D grass and turf. It says we started this year from the ground up, literally. You'll notice
They took that from college football 25 as well.
Sticks, and this is to be expected because again, it's in college football. And I'll be honest, like you might be saying, oh, 3D turf, 3D grass, like okay, cool, but if you've played college football, the field looks beautiful in that game. And so it's just good that obviously Madden is going to take this as well, right? If you
I just like, bro, I just can't get over how perfect this looks, bro. Like it just
you play college football,
it brings a new feel because they never really had this, bro. Well, they had it when Next Gen first came out. They had something like this where they would throw the ball around and shit before the game and like pregame warm up and shit. Then they took that out for some reason.
Well, right? If you got the grass,
but I'm glad they put that back.
Obviously, Madden was going to do that this year as well. College just came out first, but it actually does make a difference. It makes the game look a lot prettier, I guess you could say, for lack of a better word. It makes it look more real. So I like that we're getting that in Madden as well. Moving on here to the lab. It says the lab is your new home for practice mode and mini games. Practice mode is the most frequented environment in our game, so we owed it to you to make it as visually immersive as possible. And yes, the practice field is new. I got to take a look at it. Looks a lot better. I mean, it doesn't look a whole world different, but it definitely looks better. You got fans in the stands and stuff now. It looks like a real practice facility, which definitely adds to the game a little bit, in my opinion. It says here that they also finally added the Gillette Stadium update, which now includes the largest outdoor curved radius screen at a sports venue in history. So, Pats fans, you do have the updated stadium. We did know about that a couple months back, but they're just reiterating it here. They also talk about the shadows and the lighting. In-game stadium lighting is more accurate than ever before. You'll notice realistic shadows on the field, making the game pop visually in a way we haven't seen yet. Again, if you've been on college football, the lighting in that game is beautiful, and it's been solid in Madden as well. I mean, it hasn't been bad. That's one of the things Frostbite does well is lighting, but it's just getting even better this year, so we'll definitely take that. Anything that makes the game look better, I'm all for that. Depth of field and motion blur. Now, I know some people are on the fence about this. I think it makes the game look better. I know not everybody's crazy about it, but basically for faster players more than anything, motion blur is going to kind of enhance the sense of speed in game. Player and coach likeness. It says in Madden 25, more of the NFL's rookies and rising stars will have accurate in-game likeness at launch.
Hey, JJ McCarthy's model looks pretty good.
Like, you're going to obviously have to put player likeness in the game. That's kind of a standard, but I went and looked at you're going to obviously have to put
in the scoreboard too, phenomenal. But this reminds me of Monday Night Football. Like I think that's what they tried to go with the scoreboard,
that's
bro.
Kind of a standard.
It looks beautiful.
I looked at this myself when I was able to play the game, because that's kind of one of the nerdy things I do. I like to see who got their updated likeness, what rookies are in the game, and I was actually
that's not nerdy. I would like to see that shit too.
People not only had their likeness in the game finally, a lot of second and third year players, but how many rookies were in the game already. But I think they do have like a slightly new system now that allows them to produce these face scans much faster. And when I was looking at the game, I was so surprised at how many rookies were already in and how many guys from last year and the year before that were still lacking were in. I got a long list of them, and that's one of the videos I'm going to make when the game comes out, just showing how many people actually have likeness in the game now, which, again, it should be a given, but just going off of years past, it's been lacking a little bit, but this year they've gotten a lot more in the game, which is good to see. Moving on to uniforms here, it says last season Nike updated the uniform, and we followed suit. This season, they're getting more polished. We tuned all 420 uniform loadouts in Madden 25 through lighting conditions to make sure they look better than ever. Texans fans, your new uniforms will be in
the Texans unis. Texas might have the best unis in the NFL right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
New uniforms will be in the game.
Their new unis
as
look
well as 20
crazy.
other new uniforms unveiled last season. It also throws a slight mention of superstar mode in here, saying that you'll be able to customize the superstar player with more depth. We'll have tattoos, more custom faces. And
oh shit, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna have my nigga with like full sleeve tats and everything, bro.
Superstar, but this is kind of part of the presentation because the art guy handles a lot of this, so they included it here. So it's good to know. Superstar players, you can finally put tattoos after all these years.
My nigga finna be like a drippy.
The ones they had before weren't really many of them, so that's good that they're giving us more things to customize with. Now the next part,
I'm surprised I wasn't in College Football 25
for a brief second, and it's mainly the music in the game. And if you've noticed in the last 5 or so years, the music has kind of gotten predictable. It's been kind of the same old type of stuff. Well, they're kind of like
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This past year's soundtrack was not bad, bro. They had a lot of really good songs, especially like when they like updated like the songs and shit. They added some more good ones in there. So last year's wasn't really that bad. Now the year before, Madden 23, holy shit, bro. Oh man, that was horrible. Madden 22 had a good soundtrack. So did Madden 20. I believe Madden 21 had the best soundtrack, you know what I'm saying, the last decade when it comes to Madden.
And it says when you proceed to the main menu, you'll hear a soundtrack composed of 33 songs from various genres that were curated to create a house party vibe. That's what they said. But notice they said multiple genres, because really it's been a lot of like rap and hip hop lately in the game.
So we're gonna go in that R&B type shit
music, but you should have a balance, and the older games had a better balance. It says here that they also included 34 classic tracks as stadium music, some of which was brought back from previous Madden games. It said prepare for nostalgia when the Hives and their song Tick Tick Boom transport you back to Madden 08. So they're putting some of those old classic songs back. So we might have like, you know, the Good Charlotte Anthem song in here, things like that, for example. Don't know for sure, but it seems like they're trying to create that vibe of like the good days, I guess you could say, the old Madden game. Like they're giving us more customization now. They're bringing stuff to franchise mode that we want. They're giving us the old music. You know, I like the direction. I like where their head is at here. They're kind of trying to restore the feeling of when more people felt like Madden was more fun and enjoyable. So I like where they're going with this. And to move on from that, we've got new commentary teams, which most of you have probably heard about
now.
At this point. And it says we're
Kate Scott, bro. I mean, she does pretty decent, you know what I'm saying, work in real life, bro. But yo, what I heard from that Justin Jefferson touchdown, it sounded like she was trying a little too hard, bro. But
to be introduced,
maybe I just got to get used to her.
We've got Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
But Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen is going to be really good together.
Heward as the other team. It says each team recorded 195 plus hours of content, and they're going to continue adding content after launch, which is good. Also, Charles Davis and Brandon Gaudin will still be an option in the game.
Fuck that.
I doubt most people are going to choose them because they're tired of hearing them.
No,
Moving
bro.
on here to more audio-related stuff. It says on the field we're using 500 plus new audio samples for things like exertions, grunts, tackles, and collisions at the line of scrimmage. When I played, I mean, that did kind of stand out. Like when the audio was better and it's new, it stands out.
They gonna be hearing niggas grunting from gameplay. It also
says in the stands, the crowd audio now includes ESPN crowd recordings captured at Monday Night Football games. Additionally, we supplemented those assets with crowd audio from NFL films. So another area that was lacking in this game, and you notice it even more when you play college football because the crowd is so much better there audio-wise. They're bringing Madden kind of up to that level as well, which is huge.
Wait, I just noticed something.
The crowd is so much better there audio-wise.
So is this gonna be his overall? It's gonna be like a 77 or 76? I'll take that because I know how badly Madden be doing rookies, but you couldn't get my dude like a 78 or some shit. You feel
They're bringing Madden kind of up to that.
How much you want to, bro? How much you want to bet they're gonna give Caleb Williams? They're gonna glaze him to the max and give him like an 80, 81 overall, bro.
And that's not where the presentation
stops. No, MHJ should have, you know what I'm saying, around that range of 80, 79 or something.
Perspective of 3 different commentary teams. Among the visual updates are new on-field shots of NFL stars warming up, accompanied by various stat banners. It says we've expanded our storytelling when the offense takes...
Okay. Now this is something. Damn, Caleb Williams, 408 rushing yards. God damn.
The field by using highlight packages to set the scene.
Okay, I like this. This is a big change too.
Performance by a player or team. When you get halfway through a season in franchise or superstar, the storytelling expands further as you begin seeing banners about stat rankings and award projections. This is all good stuff. This is what the old games had. This is what we need. It says sometimes a highlight.
When this game comes out, bro, expect an overload of Madden franchise videos from me, bro. Like real shit. Probably 2 Madden franchise videos a day. I'm not even joking, bro. Like this shit is really bringing more feel back to the game.
Package can tell a story all on its own. Much like an NFL broadcast, the end of the first and third quarters are now paired with slow motion highlights and reactions from head coaches. And then it also says breaking an NFL record is a huge story, and we now show on-field celebrations with a custom banner followed by a replay of the record-breaking moment. Again, presentation, immersion. These are the things we need, and I'm glad to see they're doing it. They also have finally added defensive team celebrations. I'm not sure what took so long on this one, but we got it.
Because I think like the past 3 years, when I'm saying a defense gets a turnover or some shit, they go to the end zone, you know what I'm saying, look at the camera, celebrate and shit like that. So I don't know why it took them so long.
You'll see defenders begin racing towards the nearest end zone to celebrate as a team. Moving on here to
now, I think they low-key added that last year, because you notice when you got an interception or something, they would go down to the end zone, but they wouldn't really celebrate, you know what I'm saying, as a team. They would kind of do their own thing while running to the end zone. But I'm glad they have like a actual group celebration this year.
And it says here that they've changed the post-game experience to include branching outcomes. For example, in Superstar, if you dominate the game and win the Super Bowl MVP award, your created player will be front and center raising the Lombardi trophy. But if the created player doesn't earn the Super Bowl MVP award after a win, you'll still be on the podium, but more in the background.
That's crazy.
Roger Goodell is now the one handing over the trophy to the winning team, but if you lose the game, our branching flow means you won't even see this part of the presentation.
Damn.
Finally, the foundation of this entire sequence
That's tough. I'm not even gonna lie.
A variation that plays based on whether you won or lost the game. So let me know what you think about that news below. And if you want to know everything about Madden 25 gameplay that we just found out, make sure you check out this important video.
I want to know what you guys think about this shit. For me, like based off of, you know what I'm saying, all the franchises, because I mostly play franchise anyway, so this is a huge, you know what I'm saying, video for me. I would give this, because I haven't played, you know what I'm saying, I haven't played the game yet, so can't really give it, you know what I'm saying, a 10 or, you know what I'm saying, something around that range. I would give it, like based off of presentation and shit and all the new stuff that they've added, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. Or maybe 7.5 out of 10, bro. Because I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying, if it's gonna be glitchy or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But they're heading in the right direction when it comes to franchise and stuff. So I'll give EA a round of applause for that. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on post notifications, get notified whenever I drop another banger video. One road to 400 subs. Help me get it for more banger Madden 25 content like this. So without further ado, I'm out. Gang.